Hold on, I gotta write that down.
Enormous. You'll be spectating.
Yeah, so yeah, that's, and then I don't know what else but that. But anyway.
Do AutoCam or Director. I think that's the same thing. They invited you into the game. Also, to Discord, can you just stream Rocket League?
Okay. Oh. And looks like the game's starting. Okay. Yes. This is fantastic. We're in it. We're doing it live. We're good to go. All right. Yeah.
The teams do need to be switched.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. So I guess I'll go ahead. Oh, already TYZ with the
Perfect.
score. All right. Hot dog.
Doesn't matter until after the 5 minutes is up. They'll play. No, they play 3 of these at least. They play 3 to 5 of these.
Okay. I think this is my cue now. I'm just gonna go for it. So, hello everyone. Thank you so much for being patient with us as we begin what would be the NECC Rocket League season for both UNI Gold and UNI Purple. And as you can already see, underway, we have Blugold Blue and UNI Gold playing. And as you see there on the side of Blugold Blue, we have Itro, Tizzy, and Anamus. And of course, for your UNI Gold team, we have Jakey, Tonkin, and TJ. And of course, we already have Game 1 underway. For those of you who do not know anything about Rocket League, as Anamus scores right there for the side of Blugold Blue, how Collegiate Rocket League works is it's a game of 5. Whoever scores the most points at the end of the 5-minute game gets a point on the series. Now, it's a best-of-3 series, so either you win, going 3-0, 2-1, or 3-2. It can come down to games like this. So this year, we're really looking forward to both UNI Gold and UNI Purple being here for the NECC, which is like the NCAA of esports, and it is so fun and awesome. So let's get right to the action as we have 3 minutes left to go. Right now, Blugold Blue has scored 2 points. Very strong commanding lead of the ball right now as Tonkin gets a demo on Itro. The ball gets sent back onto the far side as it is then centered up, but right there was the side of a UNI Gold Panther. Now the ball gets put up over to the far left side as it looks like Anamus gets the ball, but shot right back by Tonkin. As the ball gets centered up, TJ tried to set something up for Tonkin, can't quite get there, and Tizzy right there to set it up and send it on to the far side as TJ is to contest. Jakey has the ball up into the air as the ball gets passed to the far side as Itro misses the pass. And right now, this is where UNI Gold can come to capitalize. As the ball gets sent over to midfield with 2:09 left to play, This is where UNI needs to go if they want to win game one of the series. So, whoa, if Jakey wasn't there, the ball could have been taken. And same thing right there with TJ. Excellent defensive play right now from your UNI Gold team. As we saw from that shot, that one unlucky bounce at the top of the field, that would have landed right in if Jakey wasn't there. And then, of course, there was the follow-up shot, and TJ was there to save it as NECC gets the demo. Blugold Blue up and in a strong commanding lead right now in game one. Oh. So, with this, we will now continue to play the game as TJ takes a long, deep shot and can't quite get there. As the ball gets over to the far side of the field, Jakey's trying to set something up, but as NECC misses the shot, can't quite get there as Tizzy tries to go a follow-up. Again, Itro with a shot, but Tonkin's right there as 1 minute now remaining left in this game one. And again, Blugold Blue, a strong commanding lead right now. In week one, Blugold Blue lost in a 3-2 series against SIUE, which fought them hard very in the beginning, but in the end had a strong comeback, almost kind of reverse sweeped, but couldn't quite close it up. Now with 30 seconds remaining, UNI Gold needs to do something right here, right now, if they want to take game one. Jakey with a shot, can't quite get a line on it, can't quite let it go in as NECC sends it over to the far side and tries to be offensive with it. It is a game of keep away, and it looks like Blugold Blue is going to take game one in this series, week 2 of NECC Champions League Midwest Conference. So very, very good play right there. So again, for those of you who are just joining us, thank you so much for being patient with us as we get our technically week one underway here in the casting booth. And with me in production, I have Igneous. So thanks so much for him taking his time and his effort trying to put this all together as we come up onto these NECC games. So like we were mentioning, Blugold Blue, let me get the stat sheets up because I know I kind of talked off the cuff here. But I just got to get to the right page. I apologize, folks. Yes. So in week one, since week one was already done and over with, UNI Gold lost to Firebird Gaming Red 0-3 matchup and went 0-7, 0-3, and then 1-2, which this league is very, very tough and very, very difficult because it is essentially the NCAA equivalent of esports. You would expect that from GG leagues and so on and so forth, that it would be a little bit more difficult. Now, of course, as we go on to the side of Blugold Blue, who went 3-4, 5-2, 5-3, and then came back commanding lead with a 7-1 run in game 4, a very critical game 4, and then 1-0 to win. So as we get game 2 underway, it looks like Itro is able to save it away, but UNI definitely on the prowl as Tizzy tries to send it and clear it to the far side. Pass over to Itro. Jakey's right there for a nice back kick. Try to see if he can clear it to the far side. Good shot from Tizzy. Bounces off the side of the board. Couldn't quite get there. As Tonkin's there to try and clear it. Both of these teams playing very aggressively right now. All right. And so right now in the casting booth, I also have AJ Wet. AJ, welcome to the casting booth.
Hey, how's it going there?
Hey, I didn't know you were going to be joining me today, but thank you for taking the time and joining it.
Oh, definitely. I honestly didn't know that I was going to join you guys either, but
hey, you're here now. we're doing it live.
Yep. Purple's team actually just got canceled, or they got moved on to tomorrow. So we'll play that after our tournament that we have going on from 11 to 2 tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic. So maybe you want to introduce to the viewers watching who you are and what you do with the teams.
Yep, I am AJ. Most people call me AJ. My screen name is AJ Witt. So you'll see me out on the field for a purple team right now. The past few semesters, I was playing on the Golds team with Stove and Panda, which are now graduated out of college. But yeah, I just kind of moved up to the purple team now as Jakey stepped down for a little bit as he's going through some troubles with classes. So
Yep, I understand. So, but yeah, I'm glad you could take your time out of the game, since of course you don't have to get prepared for any games or whatnot. Thanks for joining us, AJ.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
I can help going on through here.
Fantastic. All right. So were you able to catch some of the games? Have you noticed anything that you noticed as Jakey scores the second goal right there?
Just starting off, I was going through the technical difficulties as well. So I wasn't able to catch much of the games, and I actually didn't even see who won the first game, to be honest.
So first game was a strong 2-0 win from Blugold Blue, and right now it looks like UNI Gold is coming back with their own 2-0 so far right now in the second game.
That's good. I do know that Jakey is not usually on this team, so he's usually a sub for the purple team. So it might be a little bit of a mismatch in communication with the team and trying to get everything worked out together, as just trying to get that synergy back together, learning each other's play styles in order to mesh correctly and play the game the threes.
Yeah, and I think you would want to make this like a point per se, is like, isn't team chemistry and teamwork like the main part of Rocket League?
I would say in the threes game mode that the chemistry and the rotation, the mindset is a huge part of the gameplay. You can have a very mechanical player that can aerial and be very mechanically inclined, but if they don't have a good team synergy, they'll lose most of their games. So yes, I think that team synergy is a huge part of the game.
All right, and as we see good team play right now on the side of UNI, with Jakey able to get a couple saves there, TJ with a save, Tonkin with a demo. We can see that a lot of these players, they have to fill a lot of different roles throughout the rotations and so on and so forth. As we see Tonkin take the ball, try to see if he can set something up for TJ. Oh, TJ tried to fake it out, but the 50 was in favor of Blugold Blue, and right there, Namus able to get the score, at least doesn't get catfished. So what'd you like of this play right here, AJ?
This play was just Jake was out of position there. So a lost 50 by Tonk just kind of threw the ball into the other team's possession, and we just got caught out there.
All right. And already we're off to another set, as the 50 is definitely in favor of Blugold Blue. The ball trying to get something up for Tizzy, but right there, the 50 in favor of UNI. As Jakey tries to set it up, but TJ can't quite get the ball, but Etro able to clear it to the far side for the pass to Namus. But guess who's right there? Jakey's right there, as Etro tries to set something up on the rotation, just off the side of the crossbar, right there in the corner as Tizzy tries to make the shot. AJ with a deep shot, trying to keep them off Hilter, but can't quite get there, as Namus able to save it. Your UNI team is currently down one whole game, as Namus tries to get a shot and ties it up, but right there, Tizzy. Oh my goodness. That was something else. Wouldn't you say, AJ?
Definitely. It looks like there's a little bit of an overcommit between TJ and Tonk there, and it kind of just threw Jakey in a really weird situation with a couple pressure on there.
Right. Now, what do you think UNI has to do to actually win this game too here, AJ?
I think they just got to figure out and just match each other's gameplay a little more. They're getting stuck on defense a lot here, and they just need to work on their clears to their teammates and get a passing groove going on, and just keeping control of the boost as well. That way they're not stuck in their net starved.
Right, exactly. And as you can see here, the reason how UNI was able to go from 2-0 to potentially a tied game was because Blugold Blue was able to make some of those key passes, as we see right there, as Tizzy was able to set something up here.
Yep, there's a little bit of an overcommit once again. And that's just your synergy of coming in, getting trust your teammates, knowing how they play and all that.
All right. And I guess I should have asked this. Is this series a best of 3 or a best of 5? I believe it's a best of 5.
Yes, the series should be a best of 5 here, so we should have a little bit of time coming into it. So we're just going to get our money's worth out of these games.
Oh, fantastic. I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. And now with 30 seconds winding down, UNI Gold needs to make something quick here, as they are certainly trying to get it into the front court, but Tizzy right there to send it over and clear it to the far side. As Jakey tries to set something up, TJ just can't quite get there with the juggle. Open shot on net was saved by Jakey. Just right there. Now with 10 seconds left to go, UNI needs to get the ball up in the air, send it into the goal. As Inamus and Jakey both demo each other. 1 second left remaining. The ball is still up in the air as Tonkin tries to get something up. TJ able to send it, but right there, Jakey able to follow up. The ball's still up in the air. This is time for UNI Gold to make something happen now for this game too, as the ball gets set down, and just unfortunate. It looks like Blugold Blue is going to go 2-0 in the series. So AJ, we kind of talked a little bit about how this team synergy is very important, but what other things would you say are important to a high-level Rocket League player?
At a high level, Rocket League is mainly about consistency. If you can hit the ball into the net and consistently do that, you're going to eventually rank up. Mm-hmm. So you're just going to have to practice, and get your bread and butter down and just basically make it happen.
Right, and we kind of was expecting this, as Jakey is subbing in tonight for the UNI Gold team. So it could be one of those issues for tonight. But on the side for Blugold Blue, they've been playing very, very well. They've been passing the ball. They've been doing a lot of things that, you want to see from a good Rocket League team, as we can kind of see here, Inamus with an assist. It's just, what do you think now going into this game 3? How do you think UNI could try and get a reset? Try to reverse sweep?
I think UNI needs to just figure out their play style together and then be aggressive with it. They need to be able to go up for the balls, contest the challenges that the other team is doing, and just figure out how to basically combat them and be aggressive against them and starve them out of their boost. Get to some demos and just make a comeback.
All right. Well, let's hopefully these are the keys that UNI has, as game 3 is currently underway, as there's a long, deep shot for the side of Blugold Blue. That was almost went in the net. Oh, good heavens. And right out the gate with not even 30 seconds passing in the match, as TJ tries to set something up over on the far side, as Tonkin's able to try and apply that pressure as the ball seems to waft in, as Inamus able to send it over to the far side, where TJ will try and maintain that pressure, but here comes Ichiro. Tonkin with the ball, trying to set it up over to the far right side. Setting it up, what can he do? Looks like Tizzy's there to send it away, pass it to Inamus, to an open goal on net, caught him out of rotation. AJ, what happened?
It looks like their second man for UNI kind of didn't know where to go there. So it kind of put Jake in a bad position as he was rotating back, and he was just caught out.
Yeah, and you don't want to be caught out of rotation. What do you think Blugold Blue has been doing well from like a player's perspective so far, what you've seen?
From a player's perspective, they've been good at stealing the boost of UNI and basically starving them out. Without boost, you really can't keep your pressure up, and you're just forced to stay in their net. See, as Ichiro goes into the corner, he's getting a good ball up there for his teammate, as well as going for a demo there. So it's just keeping that pressure up and being that rat, as you call it. You're just basically forcing your other team to make a mistake.
Ooh, and right there, Tizzy almost trying to get that shot in, but yeah, I mean, Blugold Blue has been very commanding right now. They've been applying constant pressure. It's just they have been able to make the shots on goals that they wanted to take because they've been passing the ball and, of course, using their boost and, of course, teamwork. So as we see here, Etro trying to send it over, but TJ's right there trying to see if he can juggle, get something set up in the center of the court, as Inamus was already right there and set as he grabs a full pack of boost Now with 3 minutes potentially left in this match, UNI Gold needs to make something happen quick as Tizzy is able to get the demo on TJ. AJ, how long does a demo usually last?
A demo is calculated out for 3 seconds. So you're out of the game for 3 seconds before you respawn back in. So that gives the other team those 3 seconds that you're not in, and then the player that gets demoed still has to recover, and they get set back to their home side.
And that takes you out of position, and then that allows the other team, correct me if I'm wrong, it enabled to like make a play like we see here with Etro and Blugold Blue trying to make something happen.
Exactly. And it just forces rotation to be awkward, and then you get miscommunications, and it just creates a whole mess.
Yes, it does, as we see Anamus trying to set something up here, as Etro able to get a demo on TJ, but Jakey's going to try and send it over to the far side. Tizzy can't quite get there as Tonkin also gets the demo, but Tizzy, who's been their front man for a majority of this match on the side of Blugold Blue, able to, right now there's a big scrum there on the left-hand side, as TJ tried to make a shot, but a Blugold Blue member was right there to save it. Tizzy trying to set something up. Ooh, almost passed it right in front of the goal. Now, AJ, is it really bad for that kind of pass over in front of the goal like that?
That pass in front of the goal is pretty good. I think UNI just needs to expect that as a threes mentality and just trust in the teammate to give that pass off to the middle and be able to capitalize on that pass.
Gotcha. And capitalize is what all Blugold Blue has done so far in this series, as they have a strong commanding lead, 2-0 in the series, but currently 1-0 in the match as 104 ticks down left to play. As Etro, again, trying to set something up. AJ able to send it over to the far side. Tizzy right there. Can't quite pass it to his teammate as Tonkin tries to make a shot. Who's there on the side of UNI? As Jakey tries to apply that pressure, this is the time where UNI needs to score a goal now with 43 left to play. As there's a scrum with a 50, who's it in favor of? Looks like it's going to be in favor of the first person to get there, and it looks like it's Etro. As another 50 there on the left-hand side, can't quite get there as Tonkin is trying to send it over to the far side. But Tizzy's right there. We'll do the same. As Etro tries to set something up, as there's a shot on goal just right off the top of the crossbar, as Etro tries to get the follow-up, can't quite get there, as it's then set over to the left side as Tizzy is right there. Trying to make something happen, keep the ball away from UNI as there's a ball being passed in the front. Anamus with a demo. 8 seconds left to go. UNI needs to make something happen now. The ball up in the air as we could be sent into an overtime. Anamus trying to juggle it. The ball back over to the center. Jakey can't quite get it as Etro forces it down, and Blugold Blue wins 3-0 in the series. AJ, what'd you like of that last match?
I mean, the gold team is a young team yet. They're all pretty much new. This is their first semester playing in this esport. So it's hard to come by that and come together as a team, new team, especially with a sub in there. Just kind of get that synergy and play against a higher level competitor like they did tonight.
Right. Exactly. I mean, we saw it already. Blugold Blue played fast, played aggressively, and that's exactly what won them the game. So, AJ, if you're a player, I understand that this is a new team with a sub going into next week's matchup against the Lincoln Land Loggers. What would your mentality be, or how would you practice to get better and ready for next week?
I would definitely keep their heads up. They did a good job tonight. They struggled a little bit. They just got to figure out their rotations a little more, trust that their teammates are going to be there, and I think within time it'll come.
All right, and hey, we got plenty of time. We still got loads and loads of more weeks left to play in this NECC Collegiate Challengers Midwest Conference. Try and say that 3 times. But next week, stay tuned for 6 p.m. We'll have a match for UNI Gold against Lincoln Landloggers. And then hopefully after that match, we'll be able to cast UNI Purple, which, AJ, you're on that team, right?
Yep, I am.
All right, so we'll be able to see you in action against the Redbirds Black JV2. So AJ, is there anything that you going into? Of course, you guys have a game tomorrow, actually, since it got rescheduled. How are you actually enjoying the NECC and all that?
The NECC is a little bit different. I like how their layout is with the scheduling and all that. Purple team was kind of unfortunate at the start of this with the preseason because we actually played the same team 3 different times. So
oh no,
we got a series within a series in that match, and
yeah.
All in all, I think the season's gonna be pretty good, and we're hoping to go all the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Playoff berth, win it all. I'm right there. I'm living it up with you, AJ. Well, with that, we sadly don't have a second match to cast. As for those of you who are interested, tomorrow we are going to be casting Super Smash Brothers and sadly not Rocket League, which I'm really sad about, but that's okay. I'll be in the booth for the Smash Brothers. But AJ, thank you so much for joining me in the booth. Is there any final comments you'd like to give to the wonderful watchers out there?
Not that I can think of right now. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, and thank you for joining me on such a short notice, AJ. And Igneous, thank you for your patience in being able to stream this match for us. So I'm Jaeger in the booth with AJ and Igneous. Thank you, and we will see you next week for more UNI Collegiate Rocket League.